Hello to all of you out there. It is a pleasure to be here, and I'm going to be talking about I Can Do This. It's what's interesting is that I was here last year, and I'm looking at all the lights and everything that's different. So they really have advanced, and I mean the technology is just phenomenal. Because if you were here last year, like I said, I was, and you saw the difference and what they were using and makeshift and all this. So I'm impressed. Give them a hand. Everybody just give them a hand for what they're doing to impact the world, impact businesses. Just give Shay and Trevor a big shout out on Twitter, on Facebook, all of that. I'm going to be here talking about I Can Do This. And right now, as I'm preparing to move forward with the information, what I would like for you to do, and for all of you who are here, what I'm asking you to do is pull out a sheet of paper. Or go ahead and pull up a page if you're at your computer, because I'm going to be giving you some things to do. And what happens so often is we say, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And so I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about the science of finishing. Because here's the thing. We get caught up in the art. Woo, yes, I can do this. I can do this. Yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And we never do it. We move forward to say we're going to do it. We start taking some steps and we start seeing some progress. But what really happens that prevents you from finishing what you start? Think about it for a second. I want you to think about something that you finished. For those of you who've written a book, for those of you who have finished that degree, for those of you who finished that project, for those of you who have finished raising your children, woo! I'm excited. My son celebrated his 30th birthday a few weeks ago. Woo! I'm excited. My baby is 27. And so I'm excited to have finished raising my children. You never stop being a parent, of course, but I'm finished that phase of my life. Now I enjoy my grandson, and he's not with me a whole lot, okay? But the personal satisfaction of knowing that you finished something. When I look at my children's lives and see what they're doing, that they're living very purposeful lives, that's very satisfying to know that you contributed in some way to that. See, they're going on. Remember I said you're moving forward. And they will probably be around long after me, prayerfully. They will be around much longer than me. So the personal satisfaction is important. If you're going to be a finisher, you need to understand, because think about what it feels like when you don't finish. And we'll talk about that in a second. I've been studying brain science. I want to understand better about how the brain functions, and in looking at this science of finishing, it's part of my research in learning about your self-talk. And there's a lot more. It's not just as simple as, okay, I'm going to just say some things, but your self-talk really is important. What are you saying out of your mouth? Life and death are in the what? Power of the tongue. What you speak. Words are life. So what are you saying to yourself? But self-talk is not just what you say to yourself. It's also, what are other people saying to you? What are you listening and what are you allowing to take root in your thoughts, in your heart? What are you listening to on a daily basis? Some of you are watching things that are causing you to compare yourself and to think, I'm not good enough, I'm not small enough, I'm not dark enough, I'm not light enough, I'm not all kinds of things, that I don't have enough money, I don't have the right wardrobe. There's some things that you're doing that's causing you not to be able to finish, okay? There's some things that you're doing with that vision board that are causing you not to finish. And I know you're saying, what is it that I'm doing? I want to know. You're going to have to hold off on that one. There's some things that you're doing with your vision boards that is having a counter effect, okay? So I want you just put a question mark by that. What am I doing with my vision board? I'm not telling you to stop doing vision boards, okay? But there's some things that you're doing. Some of you are saying this whole science of finishing, all this stuff you're talking about, will this work? Yeah, that's a valid question. You have concerns. You have concerns about, lady, what are you talking about? Is this really going to work? A resounding yes, it does. I have applied the things that I've learned. And there is research to support the things that I talk about, the strategies, the tools that are necessary to help you be a finisher. So this is not just something that I've come up just from my own practical experience, but this has been researched. This is solid in terms of things that can help you to move forward and finish what you started.